Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Roosevelt High School for tonight's Metro League High School boys basketball game featuring the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the visitors from Ballard, the Ballard Beavers. Welcome to 107.3 KBFG Community Radio for Ballard, Fremont, and Greenwood. I'm Billy Rogers, joined by the voice of the Beavers, John Adams, the Coug, Gary Dunn, and our halftime host, the pride of Bakersfield, John Marstall, and our leader, our producer, our program director, and the guy that puts us on the air, Eric Moose. Our first road game of the year, we are from Roosevelt High School. Tip-off will be at 7:30, and our pregame show will take us right up until tip, and we are excited for a rivalry matchup between the Beavers and the Riders live on 107.3 KBFG and kbfgseattle.org.listen. Voice of the Beavers, John Adams. John, excited for tonight's matchup? It's rivalry night. Throw out the records. Gather the kids around the radio. It's going to be a fun evening.
What's not to be excited about? We've got two teams here, Seattle Metro League, two teams right in the thick of their season, trying to get a W here and get into that post-league tournament. We're on Ben Snowden Court here at Roosevelt. Rivalry game between these two schools. And nothing not to like here, Billy. You got two teams, both coming off of games against Seattle Prep. Very different outcomes for those games. Roosevelt played Prep last week and lost 82-54. Seattle Prep being 10th in state. The Beavers, who actually, like right now, are running at 1-8 in the Metro League, but they took Seattle Prep right to the wire.
One of the more exciting games of the year.
Yeah.
In our conversation with Coach Broom, which we'll have here in just a couple minutes, talked about how do you bottle that. It was the unbelievable, with the band and the students, and the atmosphere was spectacular on Friday night. How do you bottle that kind of effort and energy for tonight? And he said, I expect our team to come out and play. The kids know each other, the coaches know each other, the schools are 10 minutes apart. I know, it makes for a good matchup tonight.
Yeah. I think every coach who has a young new team is waiting for that time in the season where he sees them gel and come together. And I think Coach Broom has been patient, trying different lineups. But I think even in the loss last week, he got that. He got to see some other guys step up, some of his younger guys. I think it's encouraging to him to be playing some of the younger players. But they stepped up, they gelled, knocked down shots. They played gritty defense against a really big Seattle Prep team. And so that's very encouraging for Coach Broom. I think he, again, like you're saying, he's tried to bottle that and bring that into tonight's game against Roosevelt.
Yeah, and Coach Scheffler over at Roosevelt's got a good ball club. He's been with the program relatively a short time and has done some good things. They've got some big wins this season. They sit kind of in third place in the Metro League Sound Division. They are 4-5 and 6-8 overall. Well, the Beavers are 1-8 with that one win coming last week against Bainbridge Island, and 4-10 overall. Obviously, with the league leader, Raider Beach, atop the Sound Division with a 7-0 record and 10-2 overall. Over the next few weeks, we'll get to see West Seattle and Chief South and Beach, so we will see some teams in that Sound Division. So those standings may stay the same. They may get shaken up a little bit, but it's bound to be an exciting finish all the way to the end.
Yeah, the Beavers' schedule does not get any easier from here on out. This is definitely a game that I think they've had circled on their schedule for a while. A very winnable game on the road here. And again, any road win in the Metro League is gold. So, yeah, it's going to be a big effort here needed from the Beavers tonight. The Rough Riders have some good size as well, particularly even at the guard position. So the Beavers played well against size last week. Let's see if they can do it again against the Rough Riders tonight.
Absolutely. And if you're a listener just tuning in, if you're Alex and you're out in Broadview, you may be listening on KBFG 107.3 on the FM dial. You may be listening on kbfgseattle.org.listen. Maybe Alex is listening that way. Alex could be listening on tunein.com, another way to catch us. Or how about Alexa? Alexa, listen to KBFG. And all those ways are ability to listen in tonight. to our matchup and our pregame show. Billy Rogers and John Adams from Roosevelt High School. 7:30 tip. We're about 20 minutes from tip. Both teams warming up. The Beavers in their road black uniforms. The Rough Riders in their home whites, trimmed in Kelly green and gold. Going through the warm-ups, Coach Ben Scheffler, Coach Mike Broom. It should be a fun matchup tonight. The students are filing in, and we're excited. It's going to be some good basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams, again, coming in here, trying to get some momentum. I think Beavers coming in with something out Seattle prep loss. You know, we're talking about, Rough Riders have some good quality players. They've got some good guard play. So a couple of their two starting guards here, let me see if I can get their names here real quick. Maui Z, he's a starting guard. He's right there leading scorer at about 20 points per game. And then Kyle Ludinen, a 6'5" junior shooting guard, another high-scoring guard. He poured in 51 points against Ingram. So Coach Scheffler very fortunate to have some weapons on the perimeter. And then again, he's got size in the middle. So a lot of tools for Coach Scheffler.
Yeah, no, they've got a good perimeter attack, and I think it's going to be kind of an interesting matchup. As again, both teams have, you know, with Roosevelt with 4 wins in the league, Ballard with 1 win. Obviously, Ballard comes in below Roosevelt in the standings, but Roosevelt wants to defend their home court with more basketball yet to come.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's Coach Broom we saw last week too. I think we're going to see again tonight, so we're going to list the starters here shortly, but don't be surprised to see a few sophomores in the starting lineup for Coach Broom. Last week, Lucas Waters, as one of those underclassmen, stepped up, played big game. And again, you know, this team, to a certain degree, relies on Cole Knutson shooting. And last week, he definitely produced the shooting department, but he got a lot of other players going as well. Oscar Olsen stepped up, knocked out some shots. Billy Shake got off to kind of a shaky start with a few early turnovers, but then he put in 10 points in the second quarter, and from there out, he played pretty soundly. I think one thing Coach Broom definitely would like to see in this game, I think he'd like to see his big center, Big Will Bowden, establish himself in the paint, maybe get some early touches, defend the basket well. I think those are going to be a few of the keys for the Beavers.
Absolutely. We talked about, too, Cole Knutson's contributions on Friday night. They shot the three-point shot extremely well. I think the Beavers are going to hope to hit some threes, too. Roosevelt's a relatively high-scoring team, and the Beavers are going to need to score a little bit as well. To keep pace.
Another one of those terrific sophomores Coach Brooms have, Tycho Strigler. He was sick actually against Seattle Prep. The game before that he started, he knocked out some big shots. So another encouraging underclassman for Coach Broom, but he's back in the lineup tonight. So we'll be really looking forward to seeing him play as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We are, depending on where you're listening, if you're Ken in Broadview, if you're Alex out in North Seattle, if you're Willis in Loyal Heights, hey, thank you for joining us. Excited to have you with us. You are listening to KBFG, Seattle.org/listen, or 107.3 is where you can find us on the dial or around the world on the World Wide Web. John Adams, Billy Rogers, the pride of Bakersfield, John Marstall, the Coug, Gary Dunn, our producer, engineer, director, and our road show coordinator is Eric Moose. We are all with you tonight from Roosevelt High School, and on the road, it's always fun, and Roosevelt's a great place to play. Great history, beautiful high school, and in a great community.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple other shouts out as well. Marianne and George Bowden listening in tonight. Thanks for listening to the broadcast.
Hi, Marianne and George. Thanks for listening in. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you.
Got Dave and Jesse Rusk in Boise, Idaho, listening in tonight to the broadcast.
We're big in the potato capital of the world.
Huge.
Keep sending us those potatoes, you guys.
Yeah, John Adams Sr. dialed in from Coeur d'Alene. I mean, Idaho's really a hotbed for our broadcast.
Papa's voice, the voice of Papa. Oh, good folks. Thank you. Well, we're going to get ready for our pregame show with Mike Broom. I think we've got that coming up. Coach will talk a little bit about that. We're getting ready. Our officials aren't on the court. We got about 16 minutes. It was a great conversation with Coach Broom as we talked a little bit about Seattle Prep, but also the lead-in to the game tonight, John.
Yeah, Coach Broom, he looks at the short term and the long term, and he always is going to preach that this is a process, right? He is He knows he's trying to win this game. He's also trying to build, see what he can do to make sure he puts us in the right position at the right time to strike when the games are important, and that is really towards the end. So, again, Coach Broom toying and tinkering with his lineup, seeing what's the best lineup. Got to be encouraged by some of the younger guys coming in, stepping up and knocking down big shots. So, yeah, very much looking forward to his interview here. We're going to go to that now.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think let's go to the Coach Broom Show. Thanks to our partner, Waste Management.
Excellent.
Back on KBFG 107.3 pregame show with Ballard High School head coach Mike Broom. Coach, great effort on Friday. You had to been proud of your young kids against a tough Seattle Prep team. Obviously didn't come up with the win, a couple of turnovers there late, but throughout those 32 minutes, more good than bad.
Yeah, definitely. First off, it was just a great environment. We had both student sections there cheering. We had the band. And then we had our phenomenal broadcast crew of Eric Moose, Billy Rogers, John Adams. We love having you guys there. You add to the environment. I know families are listening at home. Bryce Russell, he's homesick. He's listening right now. And just telling you, we miss you. We hope you get better soon. And, the prep game, I told the team a couple days after that I couldn't stop thinking about that game and how well we played at both ends, and then also that we had chances to win that game, and we have room for improvement. So not only are we played our best basketball, but there are still things that we can learn, and we were watching film and hoping that we can improve on, and that this can be an upward trend in terms of how we're playing and improving as a team.
Absolutely. We talked about in your pregame show before that game getting off to a good start. You didn't want Prep to assert themselves. You got down 5-0, and then Cole went on an 8-0 run, which we talked about and how big that was. And it just seemed like after he got those 8 points, your team settled down. You guys shot the ball with confidence. It just felt like that you were able to kind of get going early. Talk a little bit about that, just for a young team to kind of gain that kind of confidence.
Yeah, it was kind of a shaky start. I think we started with a couple turnovers, and then, like you said, Cole went on that 8-0 run, and it was just a game where guys were stepping up, and Cole provided that offensive punch in the first quarter, and then we had Billy Shake, who scored 10 points, and then he came down with a bad, not a bad, but a mild sprain. He had to go get taped up, and then we had Oscar Olsen step up in his place, and then next thing you know, in the third quarter or early in the fourth, we get down by 8, and Billy gets some cramps, and Oscar goes in there and does a real good job handling the basketball and knocking down threes. And then we have Bryce Russell, who came in for Will, did a really good job at the high post. We relied on our 5-man to do a lot of handling of the basketball, and they had made some nice passes out of our offense to set up our shooters. And it was just a game where we had guys really stepping up and supporting each other out there, and that can make a big difference between being in the ball game against some of these really, really good teams and kind of doing some soul searching there at the end.
Yeah, the other thing that we noticed, and I think you talked about as well, just the aggressiveness. Your kids just seemed so much more aggressive against pressure, going to the basket, moving the basketball. Just seemed a lot more confident. Was that just that game, or is that something you're starting to see kind of on a more of a regular basis with your young players?
Yeah, I mean, we tell everybody that they got to want the basketball, and that if you're passing the ball, you got to pass it to somebody that wants it. So that's kind of been a theme of ours during the season. And normally, the past couple of years we played prep, not only have they been physical with their bodies, but they're just aggressive in how they play, and that's a bad combination if you don't come out and match that aggressiveness. So we were undersized, but we matched their aggressiveness, and it made a big difference for us as the game progressed.
Absolutely a fun game to watch. Talking about tonight, Coach, we match up against the Roosevelt Rough Riders, a team that's ahead of you in the standings, a team that we know plays extremely hard. Talk a little bit about the matchup tonight. Obviously, it's kind of fun, those neighborhood games, Ingram, Nathan Hale, Roosevelt. The kids know each other, maybe play a little bit over the summertime. The coaches know each other well. How do you carry on the effort from Friday on a road game tonight?
We're hoping that playing Roosevelt's enough for our guys to kind of match the intensity and aggressiveness from Friday night. But we like playing Roosevelt, and just like you said, it's a community. These guys see each other. They played against each other. They played on the same teams for AAU. So we're just really looking forward tonight into a competitive basketball game, and hopefully it's an exciting one.
Super. Our waste management question from Jacob in Greenwood. Jacob wants to know any different preparation playing on the road versus at home. Anything that the coaches will do differently, anything that you do as a coach in terms of getting your kids prepared for a road game?
I really enjoy playing on the road. As a coach, there's less duties, less logistics to take care of. So for me, I can focus more on hanging out with my coaches, game planning, hanging out with the players on the bus, and watching the JV game. I tend to be a little bit more loose on the road, and I enjoy playing on the road, and I think our players do too, going into a different school and different gym and different feel, and yeah.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Let's carry on the effort from Friday night to Tuesday night. Good luck against the Rough Riders.
All right, thanks, Billy.
Always good getting Coach Broom's perspective. Valuable insights there. Good to see Coach Broom's dad here. Gene Broom, always in the house, never misses a game. Just love the support of the Ballard family and the Ballard community. A lot of other parents here as well. We do know he's heard Coach Broom say that one of the sophomores, Bryce Russell, who was so impactful against Seattle Prep, he looks like he's out cold. So, but again, got Tycho Strigler back as well. So, good community. I think the other thing too we can always mention is that any good team, it takes a family. And in this case, we've got kind of a who's who of coaches on both sides here, Billy.
Absolutely. We've got a good coaching matchup tonight.
Tyler McClanahan, Neil Mendez. Tyler McClanahan played at Loyola Marymount. Neil Mendez played at PLU. So for Coach Broom, he's got some talent there. And then for Coach Scheffler played basketball at Seattle Prep University here.
Seattle Pacific, was at Seattle Pacific, and a great player at Seattle Pacific. Bruce Richardson, one of his top assistants. Bruce is a spectacular coach, won a state title at Chief Sealth. Coach Richardson is fantastic, and Steve Kelly. He's got a great staff.
Steve Kelly, 30-year sports columnist at Seattle Times.
He's got a great staff.
Boy.
They got a great staff, so we're excited. Should be a great matchup on the sidelines. Should have a great matchup on the floor as well. Under 8 minutes. Where are you listening tonight? Are you Tara, and are you in Maple Leaf? Are you tuned in? Where are you listening tonight on 107.3 KBFG, strictly local radio, serving North Seattle and those amazing neighborhoods? It's the Beavers and Rough Riders. We're about 8 minutes from tip from Roosevelt High School. Fans are filing in. Our band is here. It's a Tuesday night. It's the Apple Cup version of Metro League basketball, right, John? We talk about some great rivalries. Notre Dame, USC. You've got the Cougars and the Huskies, the Ducks and the Beavers. Name your favorite rivalry, John.
Larry and Magic. Steelers, Ravens. Sixers, Celtics.
Oh, they're all good. They're all good. This is makes for fun. We've got two different student sections that I know will be involved. And at halftime, the Coug, Gary Dunn, is going to put a halftime show together. We've got a great group. We're going to have the principal, Kevin Weinkoop, will be back on with us, and Christina Rogers, the principal at Roosevelt. So we'll have a Roosevelt-Ballard principal matchup here at halftime. So it should be a lot of fun.
Well, that's going to be excellent. We actually got, I think we have an interview, too. I think we want to run this back now. We got an interview with Cole Knutson, the sharpshooting lefty for the Beavers, who really stepped up for Seattle Prep against Seattle Prep last week. So had a chance to catch up with Cole Knutson here too. So let's go to that interview.
We are back on KBFG pregame show with Cole Knutson of the Ballard High School Beavers. Cole, talk a little bit about the Seattle Prep game. The energy was unbelievable. The atmosphere was unbelievable. You guys came up a couple plays short. Obviously, you contributed right off getting the first 8 points of the game. Talk a little bit about that and just the general effort.
Well, that game was just something different. Honestly, as a team, I don't think we were expecting to play that good. And what I did before the game, I just took an hour before the game and just did my pregame warm-up shooting. And I don't know, I just felt really good that game.
Is that something you normally don't do, or was it more of a mindset or something that you were doing physically?
I normally do it, but at away games, it's really hard because you don't get to shoot in the Ox Gym or something like that. So I try to do it on home games, but away games I can't really do it.
What are some keys against Roosevelt tonight? Obviously, to carry over that effort you had against Seattle Prep, but what are some keys, a couple keys that the coaches have maybe stressed over the last couple days?
We really want to get into number 1 and number 3. Don't let them get open shots because that's basically their main offense. If we can shut that down, we have the game easy.
Okay, so defensively is going to be key.
Yeah.
All right, good luck tonight, Cole. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Again, that's Cole Knutson, the sharpshooting lefty senior for the Beavers. Really was on top of his game last week and really felt like, as you mentioned, Billy, got the first 8 points of the game. He was the spark that got the other Beavers going.
I really think, the more I think about that game, John, I really do think Cole's 8 points there, I just feel that was so critical, getting off to a good start, that could have gone sideways. I mean, we know how talented Seattle Prep is. We saw that a little bit in the Franklin game where they just struggled to get out of the Beavers, struggled to get out of the gates. And when it became kind of, you finally got going, you were down 15 or 20 points.
Yeah.
So that becomes a little bit more of a concern. But, Cole was able to get them going, and it just seemed like Cole's confidence, I think, rolled to the rest of that team. You can kind of see maybe some of those younger players were looking for a more veteran player to step up. Cole stepped up, hit some shots. It just seemed to relax the team in general.
Yeah, you wonder if they had a little bit of the nothing to lose complex going last week, too. They stepped up, and on top of that, we thought Will Bowden was a little bit short on scoring points, but he really did keep the other bigs for Seattle Prep in check. I think Nick Lynch, we were talking about him many times. He's big 6'10", Nick Lynch. He really kept him in check. I think Nick finally in the third quarter went off for about 10 points, but otherwise I thought they played great post-interior defense.
Absolutely. We're getting ready for starting lineups with the voice of the Beavers, John Adams. Just a reminder, whether you're streaming us at kbfgseattle.org/listen, whether you are on tunein.com, or whether you're on the FM dial at KBFG Ballard, Fremont, Greenwood, Community Radio at 107.3. Whether you're on the radio or streaming, welcome to the broadcast inside Roosevelt High School for the 7:30 tip between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Beavers from Ballard. A neighborhood rivalry with lots of excitement in store. We're looking forward to it. And, hey, whether you are Jamie in Northeast Seattle or Bill in North Seattle, wherever you're listening, thank you for tuning in. Grab your friends, grab your family. It should be a fun ball game tonight. Let's get ready for those starting lineups. I pass it off to the voice of the Beavers, John Adams.
So starting lineups for tonight, about 3 minutes left here before we get things kicked off. Starting lineup for the Beavers, Billy Shake, number 1. He's the 6-foot junior guard. Number 10, as we mentioned, Cole Knutson, the senior, 6'2" senior, sharpshooting left-hander. Lucas Waters is a junior guard, about 6'1". He'll run number 11 tonight. Asher Simpson, the 5'11" senior guard, scrappy, gritty defender. He is, in many ways, kind of the core for the Beavers on the defensive side of the ball, so good to see him out there. And then big Will Bowden, number 22, center, 6'6". He'll be man in the post. For the Rough Riders, number 1, Maui Zay, point guard, sophomore, 6 foot. He's their leading scorer at 20 per game. Number 3, Kyle Lutman, sharpshooting 6'5" junior, so a big guard. Looking forward to seeing him play. He poured in 51 points against Ingram this year, so you know that you were talking about earlier about those guards on their team. They could really fill it up. Connor Merrick, number 5, 6'2" sophomore guard, will also be starting. Dylan Jacoby, a 6'3" senior wing at a number 11. And 23, Nate Johnson, 6'7" junior, going to be going up against big Will Bowden.
I'll tell you, it's a great matchup. It'll be fun to see if the Beavers continue that energy or Roosevelt comes and defends their home floor. We've got 2 minutes until we kind of find out how things go, but both teams are ready to roll. Coaches are on the floor, officials are on the floor, fans are coming in. The Roosevelt High School, and I would say the Roosevelt High School famous band, they have a tremendous band. I think we're going to like the Roosevelt Pep Band today. They're going to do some great stuff. It should be a great matchup. Talking about the Beavers a little bit, is Billy Shake, how is he doing? Is his health? He looks fine in warm-ups. I know he took kind of a couple, went out twice. Ballard athletic trainer Loka Murphy was on scene both times to try to nurse him back to health. His health, I think, is critical tonight, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think he may have rolled his ankle a little bit, but he came back and really played well, actually, when he did return. So, yeah, just expecting him to play a lot of minutes tonight and be on top of his game. We have our referees here too, Billy. Just Brian Hutchinson's going to be the head referee tonight. Veteran official Tyler Olson also, and then Tony Jaramello manning out the crew for the referees.
A great crew of officials, and we're getting ready here for our starting lineups and our national anthem. And John, and we're excited to be with you tonight on KBFG Seattle.
Ballard, starting lineup.
We're getting ready for our starting lineups, John. We've got both teams on the floor. Our band is ready to fire up. And I believe we're getting ready for our national anthem, folks. And then we'll be ready for the first 8 minutes in our first quarter of play.
Viewers, number 1, Billy Shake. Number 12, Cole Gibson. Number 13, Asher Simpson. Number 11, Lucas Waters. And number 22, William Bodwin. And for your Roosevelt Rough Riders, a 6-foot sophomore, number 1, Maui Z. A 6'5" junior, number 3, Kyle Lutner. A 6'2" sophomore, number 5, Connor Myrick. A 6'3" senior, number 11, Dylan Jacoby. And last but not least, a 6'7" junior, number 23, Nate Johnson. Everybody could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
All right, we've got our starting lineups. Our officials are in the black and white stripes tonight. Will be our arbiters for tonight's game. Roosevelt, the home team, will be in the white uniforms, trim of gold and green. The Beavers will be in their road uniforms with black, the primary color trimmed in red and silver. Our officials, Brian Hutchinson, Tyler Olson, and Tony Jamarillo. We've got a great crew tonight. Billy Rogers with John Adams, Gary Dunn, John Marstall, Eric Moose with you. And for the Beavers, play-by-play, here's John Adams.
Yeah, just getting ready for tip-off now here. Big Will Bowden is going to be going up against Nate Johnson for the tip. And I think Brian Hutchinson has everybody where he wants them.
And Coach
Scheffler over here managing
Coach Scheffler did his knee. Yeah, so he's not going to be standing up yelling at the officials like Coach Kelly was.
And Roosevelt secures the jump ball. Quick jump shot from left side from Nate Johnson. Offensive rebound by the Rough Riders. No good there. And Cole Knudsen secures the rebound for the Beavers. Coming the other way now for the Ballard Beavers. Hands it off to Billy Shake. Point guard for the Beavers. Makes a play call. Gets it across half court. See Coach Broom yelling out a play call here. They have a 4-high stack for the Beavers. Finds Asher Simpson top of the key. Left side, Lucas Waters. Fakes a three-pointer. No good. Manned up there by Dylan Jacoby. Going to reset around here to Billy Shake. Beavers reset. Billy Shake going to try to make a move into the lane. Nothing. Stopped there by Z. Finds Big Will Bowden in the lane there. Spin move in with a left hand. Nice shot. Will Bowden for 2.
It's a nice move over a tough-looking Nate Johnson. That's going to be a good matchup tonight, John.
Yeah, good sign there for the Beavers. So here comes the Rough Riders, finding Maui Z left side. High pick and roll there. Cole Knudsen picks him up. Double team, top of the key. Right side over to Dylan Jacoby. Doesn't see anything he likes. Top key, Connor Myrick. Back over to Kyle Lutner. Sharp shooting, 6'5". And there is a charge. He drives into the lane, takes a charge from Will Bowden. Will Bowden playing on both ends so far.
Control foul, number 3, Kyle Lutner.
Yeah, took that charge. I like Lutner's drive, though. That's a great drive. He's got a great basketball body, long and skinny. I think he's going to kind of grow into that a little bit. He's only a junior, 6'5" junior.
6'5" junior. Bill Wilboat sets the pick for Billy Shake. He's going to go all the way to the basket, go with the left hand, and he finishes with the left hand. Coast to coast for Billy Shake. 4-0 Beavers. 6:33 left in the first quarter. Here come the Rough Riders now. Maui's Eagles all the way to the baseline to the basket. Knocks it down.
That's their 20-point-a-night score, so you don't want to give him layups.
This time we're going to let Asher Simpson to bring up the ball for the Beavers. Gets a high pick and roll there from Cole Knutson. Asher Simpson wants to go all the way to the basket as well. Gets a lay in. Good. So a couple of good drives here for both teams, getting all the way to the 10. 6-2 Beavers. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Our student sections are growing too, John. We got good student sections here.
Right side now to Dylan Jacoby. He's going to skip pass over to Kyle Lutman for a three-pointer. Comes up a little bit short. Rebound, Billy Shake. Billy's going to push the action here. Tries to get around Z. And reset over. Left side, Cole Knutson.
Nice defense by Z there. Keep in front of you.
Yeah. Head fake Cole Knutson. Hands it off to Lucas Waters, left side. Trying to find Cole Knutson. You can tell the Rough Riders have him on their scouting report, trying to keep him from getting a shot up. Left side, Asher Simpson. Right over to Billy Shake's going to pull up from 17 feet. Top of the key. Come up a little bit short. And it looks like out of bounds to the Rough Riders. It could have gone either way, huh, Billy? See the look on your face.
Maybe I'm getting old. I didn't think that was necessarily off the Beavs there, but that's. Hey, Brian Hutchinson's called a lot more games than I have.
So Z gets it across half court now over to Kyle Lutman. Passes into Connor Merrick. Hands it off to Nate Johnson for the layup. Nice play there for the Rough Riders. They're still picking up full court here, but just man-to-man full court. They're going to clear it out. Will Bowden's going to come just give Billy Shake a little bit of room here. Nice high pick there. Billy Shake left side to Asher Simpson. Top of the key. No, he finds Cole Knutson. No, he actually misses Cole Knutson. Cole Knutson on the back cut. Left side now.
Tough matchup there for Asher with Luton's size.
Yeah, but he is a gritty defender. And there's a scoop lay-in from 8 feet from Billy Shake. Good start for Billy Shake. 8-4 Beavers. 4:39 left in the first quarter. So the Beavers pick up a man here. Again, we're going for this high pick and roll action for the Rough Riders. The Beavers are going to send a double team every time they do that, especially at Z. He's a sharp free guard, but he is kind of a smaller guard. Handoff here to Nate Johnson, but another interior pass into Connor Merrick. And we're going to get a foul on the ground here by the Beavers. Looks like that is.
That was a pretty effective way. It wasn't pretty about how to beat that double team, but again, they got it out of the double, reversed the ball. They actually had Roosevelt had a couple players open.
Couldn't catch who the foul was on there, but turnover on the inbounds pass. Beavers collected. Cole Knutson pushes ahead to Asher Simpson. Asher Simpson's going to try to get all the way to the basket. Finds Lucas Waters in the corner for the three-pointer. No good. Rebound Rough Riders. Hands it off to Z. Z's going to push the action. Beavers get back nicely, all 5 players. Z still wants to force the action. Nothing doing. Will Bowden returns to center. Hands it off to Billy Shake. Doesn't go all the way to the basket for the left-hand lane. Good. And a foul. Well, good action there.
Yeah, Billy did a nice job of protecting, using his body, to kind of protect himself from the defender and made the shot. Tough play, good shot. See if he can knock down that free throw. That was a good play.
Nice left hand from Billy Shake. Billy Shake's got 6 points already. 3 for 3 from the field. 10-4. Beavers with 4 minutes left to see if Billy can get the back in, and he does. 11-4 Beavers.
Doubling that on-ball screen is, I think, also causing Roosevelt to think a little bit on their offense. May have to change things up a little bit.
And it looks like now we're going to do more just a 4-man outset here for the Rough Riders, and they actually turn their back there, and Kyle Lutman gets all the way to the basket. Poor defense there by the Beavers, just kind of turned their head. Lutman had a straight drive all the way to the 10. So here comes Billy Shake again. Drives the ball for 4, looks for Lucas Waters, nothing there. Back cut by Waters. Right side, Asher Simpson for the Beavers. And we got a foul call here on the floor.
Yeah, I think that's on Bowden. They were, or that's actually on Roosevelt's Nate Johnson. Him and Bowden are really wrestling around down low, John. That's going to be a fun matchup. We talked about Z and Billy there on the perimeter. That's a great matchup there inside. 22 and 23. 22 for the Beavers, Bowden, and 23 for the Riders, Nate Johnson. A great matchup.
Yeah, great inbounds play there for the Beavers.
Boy, nobody was ready for that one except the Beavers.
Billy Shake threw it right over the shoulder of the Rough Rider defender to Cole Knutson. He just came a little bit short on the easy 8-foot shot. Rough Riders the other way. Hands over here to Dylan Jacoby. Skip pass over to it just into the game as a soft Broomer. Hands it off to Johnson in the lane. He gets the bucket and the harm. So it looks like Nate Johnson is going to get a trip to the free throw line here.
Yeah, Coach Broom isn't necessarily happy with that. That was a high percentage shot, but then where he took the shot in the middle of the paint, it was, kind of a drive right to the gut of your defense, which you can't allow. It's either going to be a foul or a basket. This time it was both.
Yep. So new into the game here for the Beavers, Xavier Kelly, the 6-foot junior guard. Another lefty on the floor for the Beavers. Actually, he's in for Cole Knutson. So Asher Simpson inbounds to Will Bowden. Back to Asher Simpson. He's going to try to go all the way to the basket. And kind of looks like a Rough Rider got a hand on the ball here.
I thought he traveled.
Might have traveled. Actually able to get his own rebound here. But Z on the back picked his pocket. Able to collect it again. Back to Asher Simpson. Asher Simpson on the right side now. Looking for somebody. Finds Lucas Waters in the corner. Lucas Waters looking in for big Will Bowden. Can't find him. There's Billy Shake, top of the key, three-pointer. And good! Billy Shake. Shake, rattle, and roll. 9 points already for the Beavers. 14-9. 2:35 left in the first quarter.
Great energy. Great energy. Looks fresh. Doesn't look like that ankle's bothering him at all.
Not at all. Here's a new face for the Rough Riders. That's Malik Johnson. Hands it off to Nate Johnson.
That was Johnson and Johnson connection there, just like the Q-tip. They're all one, working together.
11-14 Beavers, 2:15 left. Bringing the ball up the floor here. Asher Simpson, full court pressure now by Broomer from the Rough Riders. Asher able to get it across. He wants to get to the bucket here. Looks like a little reach in there by Malik Johnson. And I think veteran official Bruce Hutchinson saw something he didn't like there. He's going to call the foul. That's going to be the first on Johnson. Oscar Olson into the game now for Asher Simpson. A good look at sophomore guard who came up with some big shots last week against Seattle Prep. Inbounds play now. Billy Shake taking the ball out of bounds. Finds Xavier Kelly for just a short chip shot inside. Comes up a little bit short.
Looks like my putt, just in and out.
Rebound Malik Johnson is going to go all the way to the basket. No good. Rebound Oscar Olson. Ooh, got a late whistle here. Late whistle here by Hutchinson. And I think Johnson's going to go. Probably found Oscar Olson there, right, Billy?
Yeah, I think it was the right call. I think it was kind of a late whistle, but it was the right call. You know, John, looking at the first 6 minutes of action, these teams look relatively evenly matched. I mean, I think there's some advantages maybe for Ballard in a couple areas, maybe a couple advantages for Roosevelt. But, boy, I think this game is actually pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I agree. Johnson knocks down the first of two. Looks like the foul was actually on Lucas Waters. I think that's his first. And Johnson knocked down the second. So Rough Riders clawing back into this one. 14-13 Beavers. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Oscar Olson's going to bring the ball up the floor. Will Bowden again getting a little bit of pressure release here with a high pick. Left side to Xavier Kelly. Swings it on over Lucas Waters' right side. He wants to break down
Roosevelt playing good, hard man-to-man defense here. Really pressuring the ball nicely.
15 seconds left on the shot clock here. And big Will Bowden. We're going to get another foul here on Nate Johnson. Big Will Bowden really trying to establish his presence down here, and that's a second foul on Nate Johnson. So I think that's working into the Beavers' favor so far. Keep feeding Big Will.
He did a nice job, too, against Seattle Prep. I mean, it was a tough assignment, but he's battling out there.
Inbounds play hitter Xavier Kelly, right side. Nothing doing. Resets out Oscar Olson, top of the key. Left side, Lucas Waters. And looks getting a little trouble here controlling the ball for Lucas Waters. Good backcourt pressure by Dylan Jacoby. Oh, he finds Will Bowden for the dump-off pass. Let's see if Will can contribute.
That's his third foul.
That's his third. Will goes up, gets some contact again from Nate Johnson.
He helped on the drive, but I think he tried to block the shot versus take the charge. And that's something I think is, as a young player, you want to come over and try to take that charge. Just have your arms straight up, make him shoot over the top of you, especially if you're that length at 6'6".
Yeah, and this is trouble for Coach Scheffler. I think we've got Riley Wallace about ready to check into the game. I think, yeah, he had him there before to check in after his second foul, and he collected his third before he was able to get in on a dead ball. So
that's as a coach, there's no worse feeling than you've got the sub at the table, and looks like Matt Paulson for the Beavers is coming in here on the next dead ball too.
Will Bowden able to knock down the first free throw, misses the second. Nice tip out by Lucas Waters, able to just slap that ball out to the top of the key to reset. Looks like he got fouled. So we got 13-15. Beavers up 2 with 1:15.
Yeah, and Waters got fouled on the last one. He's going to shoot 2 shots.
And the Beavers are in the bonus now, so going to the free throw line for Was that on the shot? Matthew Paulson, as you mentioned, in for Big Will Boat. Good minutes there by Will, particularly just drawing fouls against Johnson. So Lucas Waters eyes up the first and knocks it down. So 1-on-1, knocks down the front end.
I know Babe, Ballard alumni from the 50s, is listening tonight, wants to know how Lucas is doing. So Babe, thanks for tuning in and thanks for being a part of the Beavers and the Rough Riders tonight on KBFG.
Smooth looking free throws there from Lucas Waters. Knocks down both, nothing but net. 17-13, 1:10 left in the first quarter. Beavers up. Rough Riders bring the ball down now. Reverses the ball. Dylan Jacoby spins all the way left side over there to Johnson. Head fakes, had a three-pointer. Decides to take it to the 10. Comes up a little bit short. Rebound, Xavier Kelly. Loses the ball. Nice steal like there by Brumer. Kicks it out to Z. Maui Z comes up a little bit short. Offensive rebound again by Malik Johnson. Finds right side. There's Jacoby. Head fake for the three-pointer. Turns it over. Xavier Kelly with the steal. For the Rough Riders, a little sloppy early on. Xavier Kelly gets the ball all the way down court. Hands it off to Billy Shake. Left side over to Oscar Olsen. Guy gives a head fake from a deep three-pointer. Gets into the lane. A little bit of trouble there trying to find an outlet. Finds Billy Shake, top of the key. Billy Shake penetrates 17-footer. Comes up a little bit short. First miss there for Billy Shake. Rebound. Dylan Jacoby hands it off to Maui Z. And he's going to walk the ball up here. It looks like they're going to go for, Coach Sheffler's going to go for a last shot here. 15 seconds left. Coach Scheffler calls out a play here. We got 4 out left side. Here comes Z. He's going to come through the elevator pitch right up the middle. Goes out for a deep three-pointer. Comes up long. Billy Shake with 2 seconds left. Rebound. Chucks the ball up. Comes up a little bit short. And that's the end of the first quarter, Billy.
Boy, that shot was from Maui.
That was a shot was
maybe
from Maui.
Kauai or from Kona. That shot could have been from Kona.
So 17-13. Beavers up by 4 after 1. Pretty encouraging for the Beavers, particularly drawing some fouls on the Roosevelt bigs. And also a very good sign to see Billy Shake get off to such a good start.
Yeah, no, Billy got off to a good start. I think Coach Scheffler has to be a little frustrated. His team was a little sloppy coming out. The foul troubles affected things. So, I think they're probably pretty happy to be down 4 at this point too.
Yeah, I think he's got some other size there as well. But I don't know if when we're going to see Nate Johnson again. Looking down his lineup here, he has some other tall players, wing post players that can get in there. We'll see if he tries to use them early.
Yeah, Billy with 10 points, a huge 10 points in that quarter.
Huge 10 points.
No doubt about that. The pick and roll was interesting. Coach doubled the pick and roll, forced them to kind of reverse the basketball and make some plays. They haven't gotten very many open three-point shots either, so you got to give the Beavers credit defensively.
Yeah, the only three-pointers they're getting right now are 4-pointers. They're shooting from 25 feet, so they have to get Maui Z going. He is their top-scoring guard, and even we were talking about a little bit earlier, Kyle Luton, who poured in 51 against Ingram, he's got 1 bucket, but Roosevelt's looking for somebody to really be their pivotal scorer here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Domani Pizza and Pasta, for supporting KBFGSeattle.org/listen for the second quarter action. Live from Roosevelt High School, the voice of the Beavers, John Adams.
And the Beavers are going to start with the ball here in the second quarter. Again, up 4 points, 17-13. 7:50 left in the second quarter. Rotating the ball around the top of the key right now on Oscar Olsen. Left side, Lucas Waters. And sends Billy Shake through. He got the ball. He's going to try to penetrate one-on-one. No, hands it off to Billy Shake. Billy Shake tries to get in the lane all the way to the basket and knocks down another shot. Billy Shake, 19-13. Beavers up 6.
Boy, you could have driven a car down the middle of the lane there. It was as open as it was wide open.
Billy Rogers could have gotten to the basket.
I could have scored 2.
And here we go. Maui Z tries to get into the lane. Good defense from Billy Shake. Turns it off the left side to Malik Johnson. No good on three-pointer. Offensive rebound. There's Riley Wallace.
Boy, a lot of contact there.
And we call a foul here, but the ball
out of bounds to the Beavs. Ball out of bounds to the Riders.
The Rough Riders. Into the game, Cole Knutson back in for Lucas Waters. Good minutes there for Lucas Waters. Malik Johnson taking the ball out of bounds for the Rough Riders. And we're going to get a offensive foul here, illegal screen on a soft Brumer for the Rough Riders. So Beaver basketball.
Important you set the pick, but you got to be stationary. He moves slightly, which a veteran official like Tyler Olsen will catch every time.
You're seeing some full court pickup here from the Rough Riders. They're really just full court pressure on the inbounds pass. Backing out of it. Billy Shake easily able to get across half court. We're getting now high pick and roll from Cole Knudsen. And there's a little slip. Ooh, travel. Shuffled his feet here, but a nice play there. It's a nice play that Coach Broom likes to run, is kind of that drag pick for Cole Knudsen.
Only their third turnover, John. So I think, as we've seen, that's a real positive for the Beavers, have cut down the turnovers.
Maui Z brings the ball across half court for the Rough Riders. Swings it left side to Riley Wallace. Into the post, Suf Broomer. Can't find any room there. Back out, Connor Merrick, excuse me. Connor Merrick again with the ball. Turns to the right side to Riley Wallace. Hands it back off to Z. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Rough Riders. Got to get going here. High pick and roll now for the Rough Riders. Gets Z all the way to the basket. Turnover. But it looks like Hutchinson saw something he didn't like here on the Beavers. We got a foul call on the Beavers.
Yeah, that was one of those bang. Could have been a block. Could have been a charge. They opted to go with the block there, which I think was the right call.
And who was the foul call on? I don't know if I saw who the foul call was for the Beavers. Number 12. Cole Knudsen. That's his second foul. And inbounds play now for. And we got another foul call.
15 foul on the Beavers.
15th foul on the Beavers here. Sideline out of bounds for the Rough Riders. Finds Z in the corner. Excuse me, that's Broomer. Broomer throws it into the post player now for Connor Merrick. Connor Merrick, high post, finds Wallace, hands it off to Malik Johnson, goes all the way to the basket. And we're getting a blocking foul on Asher Simpson. Boy, he looked pretty stationary there.
He did. I don't know. I'd love to take a look at that on the replay. I thought he kind of has moved to his side. I thought that was a good call, John. But that could have gone either way too.
So looks
two
like now,
shots here.
Two shots.
Fouls are piling up here, and we've still got 6 minutes. Both teams are going to be in bonus here very shortly. Going to make for a long half.
19-13 Beavers, 19-14 now. Malik Johnson knocks down the first of two. 6:12 left in the second quarter. Beavers got off to a good start here. Rough Riders clawing their way back in here. Getting a few lanes and free throws. Full court pressure again by the Rough Riders. Just kind of a soft pickup here, but Malik Johnson picks up Billy Shea, going to get across half court here. And fins off Johnson. Billy's going to try to get all the way to 10. Finds Xavier Kelly right side in the corner. Hands it off to Will Bowden. Spin move into the lane. Loses the ball. Went off his knee. Rough Rider ball. So 19-15 turnover Beavers. That's the fourth turnover on the Beavers this quarter.
Riders only with 3, John. So actually a relatively clean game.
Merrick top of the key for the Rough Riders. Hands it off to Johnson. He's going to get a pick and roll action here. Nice pickup there by Xavier Kelly. Good switch with Asher Simpson. Johnson finds the left side over to Broomer. Broomer by himself. Tries to get to the basket. Skip pass corner all the way to Malik Johnson for a three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound by Broomer.
Nice board.
Hands it off.
Board.
Left side over to Wallace, and we're going to reset back out here to Z.
Maui's not gotten a whole lot of looks at the 3. The defense has been pretty good.
Rough Riders finding that baseline cutter, opposite baseline cutter here. Hands it back out Z. Johnson on the left side tries to get in the lane here. Hands it off left side to Broomer for a three-pointer. No good. Oh, just sat there on the back rim. Almost went in. And out of bounds Beavers. So
it just died on the rim. That shot just kind of died up there.
15-19 here. Ball out of bounds underneath the basket to the Rough Riders. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Johnson calls out a play, trying to get a screen call here for Z. Doesn't find him there. Actually slipped and fell.
Missed another legal screen there, too. Another legal screen there by the Riders.
Reset to Z. Top of the key. He's getting another high pick. High pick here. Ryan Wall is able to split the double team. Z for the floater into the lane. No good. Gets his own rebound. Goes right back up. No, he actually dumps it off. Hands it. Oh, Billy Shake with the steal. Going to try to go coast to coast with a lay-in. And he gets a foul call. Riley Wallace was chasing down Billy. Billy knew it. Billy able to draw the contact and try to get the ball up to the rim. Nothing didn't go in, but he's going to go to the line for 2 here, Billy.
I was just going to say I like that no call. I thought that was one where just we could kind of play on, and then we had a whistle.
Yeah.
I thought that's one where at times it just kind of interrupts the flow of the game. I don't know if, to me it was kind of even Steven. Let's just keep playing basketball, but we'll take Billy Shake at the line here for 1 and 1.
2 actually.
2 actually. They're 1 away from getting the double bonus.
Yeah, he misses the first free throw here. Lucas Waters back in for Oscar Olson. 19-15, 4-point lead for the Beavers with 4:45 in the second quarter. Billy Shake lines up his second free throw here and comes up short on that one as well. So rebound, Riley Wallace hands it off to Z. Play call here for Coach Scheffler. Left side, Connor Merrick over to Malik Johnson. Skip pass over to back over to Broomer, top of the key, the lefty. Going to hand it back off to Broomer, left side, finds Malik Johnson right side in the corner, pulls up for the 10-footer, comes up short, rebound, Will Bowden, chins the ball, hands it off, Asher Simpson. And he wants to look ahead, he wants to force the action here. Xavier Kelly all the way down the floor, left side three-pointer, doesn't want to take it, hands it off to Lucas Waters, and reset for Billy Shake. Billy Shake, head fake, three-pointer, finds big Will Bowden in the lane now. A skip pass over right side to Lucas Waters in the corner for the 17-footer. No good. Good offensive rebound by Will Bowden. And we're going to get the foul call on the Rough Riders. A good offensive rebound there by Bowden. And that is the double bonus. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Couldn't catch who the foul was on there, but 19-15. Beavers feel like they've been stuck on 19 for a while here. Let's see if.
Yeah, I was going to mention that this has been the time I think for Roosevelt to make a little bit of a push, but they have not been able to make that push. Ballard's maintaining a 5-point lead.
Yep. Will Bowden knocks down the first. Back into the game, Dylan Jacoby going to give a breather to Malik Johnson. And again, we haven't seen Nate Johnson back after those 3 early fouls. Hopefully the Beavers can capitalize on their size advantage. They did in that case. Bill Bowden able to get the offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound off the missed free throw by Lucas Waters.
Somebody left the tap on. Waters was running.
Left side, Asher Simpson to the corner. Left side, all the way to the corner to Lucas Waters. Finds big Will Bowden again. Kind of bullies his way in. And going to get charged for the offensive foul call here. So definitely a size advantage. I think the Beavers are doing the right thing, trying to force it into the Will Bowden, but just
Good
a little
call by the official too. I think that's kind of a must call. You extend an off arm as you're an offensive player, that's going to be a foul 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that's the second foul on Bowden, and Coach Broom's going to give him a breather and bring in Matthew Paulson. Matthew Paulson, the 6'5" senior. So here we go, Rough Riders down 5, 3:33 left in the second quarter. Play call here, you can see Riley left side, going to swing it all the way around to the right side to Broomer. Swing pass back over top of the key and left side to the Z, back over to top key, right side to Wallace. In the corner now, trying to break down. Broomer's trying to break down. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Z, Maui Z. That one was all the way from Kauai.
That was from Kauai. That's from the Kauai airport. That was downtown Lihue.
Wow. That was a 25-footer from Z.
Quick timeout there, too, by Coach Scheffler, Roosevelt. I really think he's going to preach defense here. I think that's where he really is wanting his kids to focus on the defensive end. You get that kind of a shot. Boy, that was a 30-footer.
Yeah.
Now you really want your kids to buckle down on defense. 3 minutes left if you're in that Roosevelt huddle. Hey, let's make a push.
Yeah, smart timeout by Coach Broom. That is a momentum shifter, a shot like that. So 20-18 right now. Beavers lead cut to 2 with 3:10 left in the second quarter. Huge shot. They got to get him going. They got to get Z going.
Absolutely. You're listening to Metro League High School Boys Basketball on KBFG's Seattle Community Radio. John Adams, the voice, Billy Rogers, John Marstall, the pride of Bakersfield, Gary Dog and Eric Moose, your broadcast team on a Tuesday night from Roosevelt High School. We've got 3:10 left in the second quarter. Gary Dunn is going to get our halftime show rolling here in about 3 minutes. 20-18 Beavers for the last 3 minutes in the play-by-play. Here's John Adams.
Ball out of bounds for the Beavers. Going the full length of the court here. Rough Riders matching up here. Asher Simpson, Xavier Kelly, Billy Shake, Lucas Waters, and Matthew Paulson on the floor for the Beavers. And it looks like the Rough Riders just backed off of their full court pressure. Billy Shake easily able to get across. Trying to break down Z, finds the slip pass all the way to the corner to Xavier Kelly.
I thought that was going into the third row. It was a nice catch by Kelly.
See Winecoop over there. I thought he might have passed it to him, but nice recovery by Kelly. He's going to reset out here, dribble the ball back out top of the key. Lucas Waters right side, finds Billy Shake over on the left side. Billy Shake there looking for Paulson in the lane, finds Asher Simpson. Asher Simpson going to try to get all the way to the basket. Tries to drop in an 8-footer off the 10. No good. Rebound by Maui Z. Maui Z dribbles ball all the way down. He wants to swing it. The play called by Coach Scheffler over here.
I think Coach told Billy to guard Z at the timeline.
All the way to the basket is Dylan Jacoby, and he gets the ball to fall. That ties it up, 20-20. 2:15 left in the second quarter. Rough Riders are rolling here. Billy Shake gets the ball across half court, hands off Lucas Waters right side, gets a high pick and roll from Matthew Paulson. Lucas Waters trying to get all the way to the basket, can't. Nothing doing, no he does, gets all the way to the basket, and we're going to get a jump ball call. So good defense there by Riley Wallace, able to get his hands on it.
Did a real nice job. That could have easily been a foul. That was a nice play and a nice call. I think that's one of those ones, too, that may look like a foul, but just give it a second. It was a jump ball, held ball, good defense, rewarded. Riders trying to take the lead.
Yeah, the Beavers really trying to force the action here. A little frustrated, trying to search for some offense. They've been stuck on 19 or 20 here for a while, so 20-20, 148 left here in the second quarter. Rough Riders find Z in the corner for the three-pointer, and comes up a little bit short. Billy Shake tries to tip it to Xavier Kelly, nothing doing. Offensive rebound by Broomer, hands it back off to Z, tries to send into the floor. Nope, left side, drops it off the wall. It's left side, nothing doing there. And we have a rebound on Asher Simpson, and then found a foul call on Dylan Jacoby. So looks like Asher Simpson should walk his way all the way to the other end for 2 free throws.
Asher Simpson did a great job. Billy got a little bit lost with Z. Asher came and helped. Didn't allow that penetration. Beavers very aware, as Coach Broom talked about in the scouting report, who you cannot fall asleep on. And hey, give the Beavers credit. They've been very alert to Maui Z.
Yeah, Asher Simpson really kind of the heart and soul of the Beavers team here. The senior guard, gritty defender, finds a way to score. Not a great shooter, but just seems to find a way to score. Makes a big defensive play, gets a critical steal at a critical time. Knocks down the first free throw here, 21-20, 90 seconds left in the second quarter. Let's see if he can get the second. And comes up a little bit short on the second free throw. Rebound by Merrick, hands it off to Z. 3 points now for Simpson. Rough Riders easily get the ball across half court.
Great ball movement. Yeah, great ball movement by Roosevelt.
Really trying to find Z, and you can see Billy Shake just hounding him. They're running a baseline now, top of the key, three-pointer. That was by Connor Merrick. Nothing doing. Another offensive rebound by Dylan Jacoby. Spits it back out to a soft Broomer. And here's Z at the top of the key. So you can see they are really trying to get Z the ball. Here comes a high pick now. Riley Wallace. Matthew Paulson jumps that. Now we got a double team on Z. Let's see if he can get rid of the ball here. Spits the right side over to Dylan Jacoby. Corner. Steal by Asher Simpson. Right on cue. And gets all the way to the basket. Can't convert the lay-in. No foul call there. And it's Rough Rider ball. So a lot of contact there. Coach Brooms sitting over here with his hand saying, what the heck? Thought I saw something there, but
yeah, he is all over Brian Hutchinson, kind of asking him. And Coach official said, hey, straight up. So play on. 40 seconds left, and a Beaver lead by 1, 21-20.
Z, here we go again. Billy Shake just hounding Z. Another high pick and roll. Paulson and Billy Shake double again on Z. He's got to get rid of the ball here. Finds it nice. There's the open man over there to Broomer. Back to Broomer.
Great ball movement.
Yeah, good ball movement there. And we're going to reset back out to Z here. 20 seconds left now for the Rough Riders. Billy Shake, great defense on Z. Here again is Matthew Paulson. He's able to turn the corner on Paulson this time and draws the foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line. That's the bonus, so he's going to get a 1-and-1. That's the first foul on Matthew Paulson. 21-20, Beavers up 1, 12 seconds left.
Beavers should get the last shot here, John.
Should get the last shot. Z trying to put the Rough Riders ahead for the first time in this game, I believe. That's
correct. That is correct. They have not had a lead. Z shooting the 1-and-1. Just a little bit of a hold out there in the perimeter, and Maui did a great job of selling it. Kind of a hesitation dribble and sold that call out top. So 1-and-1. Beavers will get last shot, but it's going to be fun. We're getting ready here for Gary Dunn. The Coug has got a great halftime show featuring our 2 principals, and we're going to get some students from both sides, some Ballard students and some Roosevelt students. We've got some fun set up.
Maui Z able to knock down the first of 2. Conley walks up here to the line for a second. Takes a deep breath and converts. 22-21.
Roosevelt's first lead, John, you are correct.
Here we go, 10 seconds left. Billy Shake, they're going to clear it out. Coach Broom to say, get back, get back. That's going to go all the way, hopefully, for Billy Shake. Trying to get to the basket. High pick and roll by Billy. Hands it off to Will Bowden. Will Bowden loses the handle. Rough Riders get the ball, and that's it.
Well, I think they missed a foul there. Boy, there was a hack there that was not called. Time has expired. Roosevelt will go in with a 22-21 lead, and we're getting ready for our halftime show. Just a reminder, you're listening to KBFG, Seattle.org, 22-21. John, I think, as we said, evenly matched. Ballard obviously got off to a good start, but an evenly matched ball game.
So far, I agree. I think Ballard, good early minutes from Billy Shake. I think they're still trying to establish Big Will Bowden in the post. Haven't got Cole Knutson going really yet. So, good for Billy. I think there's some shooters that they really need to get going here. But credit the Rough Riders. They battled back from a good deficit here. Kind of just scrapping and clawing their way back. A bucket, a free throw here. They take the lead here at the halftime by 1. So be interesting to see what happens here in the second half. They'll get Johnson back after those early 3 fouls. So
I think if you're in the locker room there, you've got to be pleased without. If you're Coach Scheffler and his coaching staff, you've got to be relatively pleased.
Yeah, I agree.
With him being out of the game, he was really, I think, going to be a big factor in that game, and the foul trouble really affected him.
Yeah, it's going to be an entertaining second half.
Well, super. KBFG, Seattle.org/listen, or you're on the FM dial at 107.3. John Adams, Billy Rogers, John Marstall, Eric Moose, and for our halftime festivities, let's toss it to the Coug, Gary Dunn.
Hey, folks. Welcome to the Gary Dunn Halftime Show. Today, right as halftime starts, Roosevelt's leading 22-21. The whole second quarter was a very defense-heavy game. Very few points were scored on either side. And in the first quarter, multiple threes by the Ballard offense. So hopefully we can see that Ballard offense come back while also retaining the defense they had in the second quarter. Now, today I'm joined by members of the Ballard Beaver Brigade. I'm here with my senior friend Thomas, Kieran, another senior, and a friend of mine, Vinny Speziali. Now, Thomas, you're the leader of the Ballard Beaver Brigade. Now, to people at home, just explain specifically, what is that? What's the Ballard Beaver Brigade?
The brigade is a group of students who really just like to go support Ballard athletics. We really enjoy coming out to the games and having a good time and trying to help our team in the best way we can.
All right, and Kieran, this is kind of with traffic, it's a long drive, so what exactly brought you to this game? I know you're a member of the brigade and all, but why come on a Tuesday night to Roosevelt to cheer for Ballard? What draws you to the game?
Well, I have a lot of good friends on the team, and even the people I don't know very well, I love to cheer for them, and I love our boys, and it's just nice to be a part of the crowd and support no matter where we are.
All right, and Vinny, I was just wondering, what do you think Ballard needs to do to get back in this game? Do they need to try and be more aggressive, be better at shots?
We're only down by 1. I think if we just played the way we did in the first quarter, we're going to be completely fine. I think we had a slow second quarter, but with the brigade on our side, I think we have what it takes to win this one.
All right. Now you guys, what do you think? You guys have been here since you were freshmen, right? Well, and so what do you think's been your favorite moment in all of Ballard basketball? If you could try and dot it down.
I think definitely when I was a junior, when I was playing for the team, Simon's buzzer beater was just something else. I was on the court and he hit that shot, and it was to go to the district playoffs. And that whole run, the support that we had, just playing in that was unbelievable. And hopefully we'll cap it off with some good Ballard baseball moments this year too.
All right. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the game. Now, besides some Ballard students, I'm here with the home crowd, the Roosevelt students. Now, if you guys could please introduce yourself with your names and also your class. Just introduce yourself with your names and your class.
Okay. I'm Carmela Dean. What's your class? 2019.
I'm Sam Wright, and I'm a senior.
All right. Now, Sam, you got this big inflatable dinosaur. What's the purpose of this? Is this to get the team hyped up? What is?
Yeah. So this is for the student section. This was passed down to me by last year's student section leader. This year is the first year that it's an official student government position. So basically, I have a giant inflatable dinosaur that I wave around, and we just have a good time.
Now, it's a very close game tonight. What do you think Roosevelt needs to do to try and push away from the Ballard High School Beavers?
I think we got it. I just think we got to play more team ball, keep passing it around, look for those open looks, and I think we definitely have it.
Now, Roosevelt, I come from Ballard, so I've never been to a Roosevelt home game before. And the student section, can you just describe what it's like to be part of the Roosevelt student section? I know what it's like to be part of the Ballard student section. What do you guys do to hype up the crowd in the student section?
I believe firmly that we have the greatest student section in Metro. There's no doubt about it. The other day we only got 12 or 15 people out to Seattle Prep, but we were louder than anyone in the gym. Seattle Prep had probably 4 times as many people as us, but we just have this core group of guys and core group of girls that go to every game, and we get people hyped up. It's just a great time. We love our school, we love our team.
All right, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right, now here come not only the Ballard principal, but the Roosevelt principal. Both principals are here tonight. Now, 1 second. We're getting them mic'd. We're getting them mic'd. All right. I am here. Oh, we're taking a photo.
Yep, photo time.
All right. I'm here with the Ballard and Roosevelt principals. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'd be doing better if we had more points. I think it's inappropriate that they have more than we do.
And I'm doing great because we have more points than they do, so,
It's a close game nonetheless.
It is a close game. There's not a lot that separates Ballard and Roosevelt, just a big lake.
I might argue there's a few things that separate us, but that's okay, Principal Wynkoop.
That's true. I'm sure we have more Metro championships this year than Roosevelt does.
Oh, the rivalry is very evident, but it's all fun and games, isn't it?
It is all fun and games as long as Ballard wins.
Yes, right. Yes. Now, have you been? Oh, 1 second.
Oh, sure. We'll call it the Anchor Bowl.
The Anchor Bowl.
The Anchor Bowl of
basketball.
Anchor Bowl
of basketball.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And so, as principal of Roosevelt, have you ever been to a Ballard home game?
I have. I worked at Ballard for a short time.
Okay.
So yeah, or not that short, but short enough.
What did you do when you were at Ballard?
I was a Spanish teacher, and then I was the ASB coordinator and athletic director. So I've got a little history there. But I'm a Roosevelt alum.
Okay.
And Wynkoop's a Ballard alum, so you see we have this little rivalry going.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It suits back to when you guys were in high school.
Pretty much. I mean, it's been going on a long time. I've taken her down in ping pong. She's probably beaten me in air hockey or something. There's been many a contest over the years.
Apparently, Wynkoop's keeping score of things I wasn't keeping score of. I just want to win tonight, and
it's all about the kids, right?
Exactly. It's all about the kids, Kevin. It's all about the kids.
Yeah. You guys don't have a bet with $100 put on this game or anything.
Well, we might have one, but we couldn't share what the outcome.
That would probably be
what's
against some district policy.
Right. Yes. Betting is not good for the young people.
No, you can't gamble tonight.
Some ASB law would prevent us from.
Absolutely.
Wasbo would come and handcuff us. Look up Wasbo, folks, about there. Google Wasbo, WASBO. See what you find.
Training's offered every month. It's important stuff.
Trainings are offered every month.
Yes. And
I would invite, though, Principal Wynkoop to come over on Monday afternoons. We do have ping pong club happening in our gym foyer, and we have about 50 kids participating in ping pong club. It is quite a popular activity here at Roosevelt.
I'm wondering if we could make that a Metro sport, get WIA to sanction it.
I would like to look into that. I would definitely like to look into that.
On the radio, that would be a great sport.
Right. Yeah. How would you want to call a ping pong game? Have you ever thought about what that would take?
I mean, I honestly don't know enough about the sport. It would probably just be something like he hit it back. You probably feel like he hit it to him, he hit it back,
I don't even know.
Your announcers are going to talk really fast.
Yeah, you can practice watching some Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
Forrest Gump, one of the greatest football players ever.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, either way, we're going to say go Riders and hope that the home team prevails here in the last half of the game.
Well, you can hope all you want, but the Beavers are coming out with the W tonight. 2-point victory, that's what I'm calling.
2-point victory.
Wow,
do you guys have any final score predictions before you leave?
Yeah, that's going to be 58-56 Beavers.
All right. I don't have an official score prediction, but the Riders are going to pull it out by at least 6 points.
Oh, ouch.
6 points. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens in the second half. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you. All right.
All right. Now I'm going to throw it back to the men that started it all. I'm throwing it back to Billy Rogers and John Adams. Thank you for joining me in today's halftime show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Principal Weinkoop. Thank you, Principal Rogers. Excited to have both you guys on the show. We're excited for a big second half. 22-21, Roosevelt finally took the lead there at the end of the second quarter. It'll be interesting to kind of see the Beavers came out. Roosevelt did not have a lead throughout that entire first half, except at the very end they kind of took that lead, and see what adjustments have been made at halftime. The Beavers shooting 41% from the field, 25% from the three. The Riders 29% from the field, 11% from the three, only 1 for 9, that Maui long three-pointer. For the play-by-play, here's John Adams.
Now getting the third quarter underway here. Billy Shake, Beavers going to start with the ball. Billy Shake, top of the key, getting hounded here by Maui Z. Good ball control by Shake. Hands it off Lucas Waters, top of the key, right side Asher Simpson. Billy Shake into the lane, tries to get in, nothing doing there. Hands it off, Asher Simpson gets all the way to the basket. Finds a crease and gets the ball up over the front of the rim. Those are the type of crafty plays we see from Asher Simpson.
It's so funny you say that, John. I just Googled crafty, and a picture of Asher Simpson popped up when I Googled the word crafty. That was old school in your backyard with Dad back in the 60s.
So Asher Simpson gets the hoop and the free throw for the old-fashioned three-point play. 24-22 now, Beavers. 7:33, and here's a mental mistake.
Yeah, an inbound violation. Jacoby, I think, had his foot on the line when he was going to inbound it, and it'll go back to the Beavers. And Coach is not too pleased with that one. Ben Scheffler is not happy with that kind of a mental mistake.
So inbounds play here to the Beavers. Finds Cole Knutson, top of the key. Asher Simpson, he's going to try to get to the basket again. Comes up short this time.
That was
rebound by Johnson. Johnson's back in the game after missing most of the first half with 3 fouls. Hands it off to Z. Billy Shake eyeing up Z. And there's the nice play, nice pass from Johnson.
Very nice pass, nice entry pass on that, John.
Boy, he finds Connor Merrick posting up, top of the key. Usually don't like that entry pass from the top, but easy 2 buckets there for the Rough Riders. 24-24, 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Beavers the other way. Billy Shake stop and pop from the elbow. Nothing doing this time. Hands it off. Rough Riders with the rebound. Hands it off to Maui Z. Left side. Try to have a high-risk pass. Skip pass to Kyle Ludenen, who we haven't heard much of. Ludenen, he's the other top-scoring guard. We haven't heard much
Absolutely.
from him.
I'm interested to see what Johnson can get going. He had those saddled with those 3 fouls. Interested to see what Johnson can do here in the third quarter.
Yeah, inbounds play now. Rough Riders. Right at the free throw line, or right at the half-court line. Connor Merrick. There's Johnson now, 17-foot baseline left side. Hands it back out. There's Ludenen. Cole Knutson D'ing up Jacoby. Steal by Asher Simpson. There's another steal by Simpson. Hands it off. Lucas Waters tried to get all the way to the basket. Foul called on Z. Lucas Waters was right at the basket, and it looks like he tried to pass out. If he would have just faked a shot going up there.
Yeah, you are right on.
2 free throws, but instead I think we're going to have the ball out of bounds here. It's like Malik Johnson back into the game now for Dylan Jacoby. Ball out of bounds underneath the basket. Billy Shake, he finds Cole Knutson. Defender not looking. Cole Knutson comes up a little bit short. Offensive rebound by Billy Shake from the inbounder.
Took that ball from Maui on that one.
Yeah, top of the key now, Lucas Waters. Trying to find Cole Knutson, nothing doing there. Cole Knutson cut. There's Billy Shake at the free throw line. Dumps it into Will Bowden. Can't find him. Ball out of bounds to the Beavers underneath.
Where are you listening to the game tonight? KBFG, Seattle.org/listen. Are you Larry listening to us here in Seattle? Larry, thanks for listening. Back to live action with John Adams.
Inbounds play to the Beavers. There's Billy Shake, finds Will Bowden right at the block. Will Bowden's going to try to exert his will here. Kick back out. Billy Shake for a 3-pointer. Comes up a little bit long. Rebound by Maui C. Maui C wants to slow things down here. Wants to make a play call for the Rough Riders. 24-24, 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Skip pass to Malik Johnson. Malik Johnson, Cole Knutson tried to peel the ball there. Nothing doing there. Hands it off to Lennon on the baseline. Asher Simpson with another steal. Those are just the plays we see from Simpson. So Simpson
and John Marshall, that's turnover 8 says Bakersfield. So he keeps track of those things for us. Turnover 8 for the Riders.
Okay, Asher Simpson still with the ball.
He's weaving in, dealing. He's weaving through. There wasn't much happening there, but he did weave through the defense.
After making that miracle shot at the beginning of the third, I think his confidence is sky high.
Sky high, absolutely.
Inbounds play here, Billy Shake. He's going to find Cole Knutson, the sharpshooter, lefty. He hasn't had a lot of looks tonight, and comes up a little bit short there. So there's Maui Z, stop and pop from the free throw line, able to knock it down. 26-24, Rough Riders up 2, 5:19 left in the third quarter.
That's a tough shot.
Tough shot there by Z, but you got to get him going. Here come the Beavers. They find Asher Simpson, dumps it off. Will Bowden in for the easy lay-in. Will Bowden able to convert there.
Z with 9 points here, John. So there's not to double figures yet. I think if you were to tell Coach Broom that he would only have 9 with 5 minutes left in the third, he'd take that wager with you anytime.
Absolutely, and I think we probably have 2 points from Ludenen. So doing a good job in those perimeter guards for the Rough Riders. Here Ludenen, though, just speaking of him, comes up short on the three-pointer. Rebound, Will Bowden able to collect it, hands it off Billy Shake. Going to look up the floor, left side, Lucas Waters. Beavers had a little bit of an opportunity there, maybe for some early offense, but they're going to back it back out here now. Cole Knutson, top of the key, trying to break down Connor Merrick. Left side, Lucas Waters. They're trying to find Big Will Bowden. Now Will's going to step up here for the pick and roll with the Lucas Waters, kind of a circus lay-in. And it comes up a little bit short. Rebound, Z. Maui Z pushing the action the other side for the Rough Riders, trying to get into the lane here.
Oh, great
nice
pass.
top off.
Oh, that's a beautiful pass.
Boy, the no look to Connor Merrick for the easy lay-in.
Beautiful pass.
28-26 now. Rough Riders, 4:09 left in the third quarter. Good backcourt pressure from Malik Johnson on Billy Shake.
That's a great matchup there, Johnson and Shake. Those two are going right at each other.
And pretty impressed so far with Billy Shake's ball control. Spins left side to Asher Simpson for the 17-foot baseline shot. Nothing doing there with Will Bowden. Oh, nice tip back in. Will Bowden recovers his own missed shot and puts it right back up. Padding the stats. Rebounds, buckets for Will Bowden. 28-28.
How did they get that? All Roosevelt players had inside position. I have no idea how the Beavers got 2 points out of that.
And I will tell you, here we go, Rough Riders bringing the ball. Malik Johnson, left side, finds the entry pass there into Merrick.
That's a tough shot.
Well, you know, we talk Asher Simpson, such a good on-ball defender, but there's just a size differential there. Merrick running about 6'2" against Asher Simpson. So able to get the bucket there for the Rough Riders. 30-28, 3:15 left here in the third quarter.
That's Merrick's 6th point this quarter, John. That's his 6 points in the quarter.
Here come the Beavers. You can see they're really locked in defensively here on Cole Knutson. He's not getting any looks here. Tries to drive into the lane here. Kind of throws up a wild shot. Nothing doing there. Rebounder for the Rough Riders. Z back behind the back pass here to Linnanen. Top of the key to Nate Johnson. Haven't called his name much other than getting fouls, but he's able to convert here. 8 feet.
Yeah, Roosevelt playing a lot more confident on offense. You can kind of tell this is a critical possession here. See what the Beavers can get a good basket. Roosevelt has really turned up the heat.
They really have. Billy Shake able to fend off some of this pressure and gets a lay-in to the left side. Coach Broom's going to take a timeout. Kind of a wild shot there by Shake, but everything he's throwing up is going in. He's turning garbage into gold here tonight. 32-30, Rough Riders up 2.
That is a huge basket there.
Billy's got 14 points now to lead the way for the Beavers.
Let's take a look at the NBA scoreboard tonight. The Pelicans 116 over the Celtics 113. The Timberwolves lose to the Magic 108-102. The Trailblazers up on the Suns 76-54. And with, about a minute left in the fourth quarter, the Nuggets hold a 6-point lead on the Mavericks 103-97. A reminder, you are listening to Metro League High School Boys Basketball, featuring the Ballard High School Beavers on FM 107.3 KBFG. Strictly local radio. Your broadcast team is here from Roosevelt High School. John Adams, Billy Rogers, John Marstall, the pride of Bakersfield, Gary Dunn, the Coug, Eric Moose, our producer, engineer, director, and even does road show. He's fantastic on the road. Our road show, we sound as good here as we do back in Ballard. 10 minutes to the east and we sound just as good. And where are you listening from tonight? Kathy in Mercer Island. Kathy, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We've got Tara in Maple Leaf. Tara, thank you for tuning in. Jamie in Ballard. Jamie, thank you for tuning in. Bill in North Seattle. Bill, thank you for tuning in. We're going to have their officials. We're going to toss it back for the play-by-play. The voice of the Beavs, John Adams.
Quick shout out to the Wrestle family who's listening in tonight. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Bryce, let's get you back here soon. Know you're a little bit under the weather.
Well, we've got, ex-Beaver basketball player Nick Brown. Nick is over at Washington State, and he's in Pullman, and Nick is tuned in his room there. Nick, thank you. You're probably hitting the books right now.
As always.
Doing some studying, and that cold Pullman air outside, but you're listening to some hot Beaver action inside.
Well, I can think of Nicky Brown lighting up the Rough Riders here at this gym 3 or 4 years ago. Here the Rough Riders now, ball back inbound, see the top of the key, 32-30. Rough Riders clinging to a 2-point lead here, 2:16 left in the third quarter. You can see the crowd getting into it now. Z's going to reset here. Good on-ball defense again by Billy Shake. Lucas Waters getting a little bit of pressure there. Shake goes in, Z goes in, throws it off the window. No good, but another rebound there by Connor Merrick. And I think that's Connor Merrick's 8th point here of the quarter. And here's another steal by the Rough Riders.
7th Beaver turnover.
7th turnover. Top of the key, Connor Merrick. He's kind of been the star here in the third quarter for the Rough Riders. 1:40 left here, 4-point lead for the Rough Riders. Asher Simpson D'ing up here. Hands it off, short corner to the Johnson, that's the Nate Johnson. No good. And first they called Beaver basketball, but looks like we're going to stay here.
I think Brian Hutchinson, he pointed with confidence in the wrong direction, which got Roosevelt coaches all fired up. They all jumped off the bench there. The whole coaching staff of Steve Kelly, Bruce Richardson, Colin Noteboom, Garrett Spring, and head coach Ben Scheffler all jumped off the bench on that one.
It's a veteran official crew tonight. Lucas Waters with the steal. He's going to go all the way to the basket for 2. And the foul.
Boy, I was afraid he was going to get called for pass interference. A long pass from Roosevelt into the back court. Waters read that perfectly, got a great start, finished, and got the and one. John, I'll tell you what, a long pass. 4 points for Waters, but boy, that's not a pass you want to see thrown if you're Roosevelt.
No, they really they kind of walked into that one, and Waters capitalized, getting the easy bucket. He's going to go with the free throw line here for the 3-point play, see if he can knock it down. And knocks it down. So
nobody wants to pull away in this one, John. Everybody, it's 2 evenly matched teams tonight.
Yeah, this could go down to the wire. Beavers pull within 1 point, 34-33, 127 left here in the third quarter. Rough Riders, Maui C quickly walking the ball down the floor here, trying to find some penetrating room there. Can't get it this time. Rebound. Scrap on the floor here. Will Bowden's going to be able to get the ball, but he stands up, so collects the ball on his knees, stands up, gets the traveling call, and that's a no-no. So underneath the basket here, Rough Rider ball.
Good call by the official. That was definitely a traveling violation.
Inbounds play, top of the key. Dylan Jacoby hands it off right side. A soft broomer. Back over to Jacoby. Good defense. Oscar Olsen in the game now for the Beavers. Right side over, Connor Merrick. Back over to C, and the left side all the way over to Jacoby again. Good on-ball defense by Cole Knutson. You can see that Jacoby's trying to get to the basket. Good defense here. Here's Merrick. The short baseline to Johnson. This time he's able to knock it down from 10 feet.
He shoots that ball with confidence. That's a tough shot, that short corner jumper. Nice shot there by Johnson. Riders by 3.
Riders by 3. Oscar Olsen gets the ball down the floor. Xavier Kelly also in the game for the Beavers. Cole Knutson right side, able to make the entry pass into Will Bowden. He kind of squares up to the basket here, drops his shoulder, goes up for the lay-in, no good. Defensive rebound, Rough Riders. Hands it off to C. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rough Riders up 36-33.
Probably play for that last shot, John. Go in here with a 3-point lead. Coach Scheffler will be happy with that.
Nate Johnson now 11 points for the Rough Riders. 7 seconds left here. Top of the key here. Let's see if we can get C again here for the 20-footer. He's able to shake Billy Shake this time. Misses the 3-pointer. Jacoby tries to throw it back in. Nothing doing this time. And we're going to the end of the third quarter. So good quarter for the Rough Riders. Merrick really kind of capitalized there. Got some easy shots and some good passes to find Merrick around the basket. Able to capitalize on a little bit of a size advantage against Simpson. Rough Riders take a 3-point lead into the fourth quarter, Billy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's it's just kind of back and forth. You kind of felt Roosevelt was just feeling like they could start to kind of pull away a little bit. It was a 4-point game, Roosevelt ball, but boy, Ballard answered with a couple of big baskets and kept it in a one-possession game going into the eighth, going into the fourth, and really it's anybody's game at this point. Two evenly matched teams. We're starting to get some good minutes out of Nate Johnson. I think Ben Scheffler and the Roosevelt staff can be happy about some of the minutes they're getting out of Nate. He obviously had some early foul trouble, but is responding to that and hit a couple of jump shots. So some good stuff. I think we're ready for an exciting fourth quarter.
Should be a good finish here.
Reminder, KBFG 107.3. Also on TuneIn.com. Or join us, kbfgseattle.org/listen. Wherever you're tuning in tonight, don't go to sleep. It's early. We've got a lot of basketball left to play. We've still got 8 minutes, and we've got our post-game show. We'll either speak to a Rider or a Beaver, and we've got lots of good basketball action left. Brian Hutchinson is ready to inbound the basketball, and for the play-by-play, John Adams.
The Rough Riders shooting 64% there in the third quarter. That's been the difference so far. Rough Riders also starting the ball here in the fourth quarter. Top of the key to Jacoby. Jacoby's going to hand it off to Johnson. Nate Johnson, top of the key. Oh, he's going to shoot a three-pointer. Comes up a little bit short, but he's got that range, it looks like. And there's an offensive rebound from Connor Myrick. And goes right back up. Boy, he has really been the difference so far here in the second half for the Rough Riders. So 38-33. With Myrick going to the free throw line to add another one.
Big shot, big finish, absolutely. Hey fans, make sure you join us Friday night, January 19th, as the West Seattle Wildcats come to Ballard High School. We'll be on the air at 6:30, pregame for the girls game tipping at 7, and the boys game tipping at 8:30. Ballard Beavers and West Seattle Wildcats, January 19th on KBFG.
So Myrick able to get the free throw, knocks it down on the inbounds pass. There's a steal by the Rough Riders. Oscar Olsen able to slap it away, but Rough Rider ball here. So the Beavers need to settle down here. Lucas Waters back in the game for Xavier Kelly. Rough Riders inbounds here to Maui C.
He's calling out a circle play here. Let's see what happens, John.
And here's Connor Myrick trying to get all the way to the basket now. He's been the hot hand. Top of the key to Johnson. Back to Myrick. Hands it off to Dylan Jacoby, right side. Lucas Waters on him. And it looks like we're going to get a holding call here on Oscar Olsen. I think that's his first foul. That's two team fouls now.
Yeah, Coach Broom didn't like that call. They were both kind of arm wrestling and body wrestling down there. Be baseline out of bounds for Roosevelt, holding that 6-point lead, John.
So we've seen the inbounds play here for the Rough Riders. Goes back to the inbounders here. Let's see if this ball ends up back in the hands of Dylan Jacoby. Actually, he's able to find the free throw line. Connor Myrick for another shot. Connor Myrick just in fuego
wide
for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, not a defender close to him on that possession. They executed that out-of-bounds play perfectly. He had a free throw line jumper. He might as well shot a free throw. There was nobody close, and Roosevelt's pulled it out to an 8-point lead.
Coach Broom wants to talk about this again. Another timeout for the Beavers. 7:20 left here in the fourth quarter.
John Adams, Billy Rogers, John Marstall, Gary Dunn, and all of our team tonight, 107.3 KBFG, bringing you live Metro League boys basketball action. The Ballard Beavers and the Roosevelt Rough Riders from Roosevelt High School as we go into the fourth quarter. Stay tuned for our post-game show tonight. John Adams and myself will have a great list of guests. John Marstall will do our statistics, and we'll get a post-game guest from the winning team. Any other shout-outs, John? I've got a few other folks that are listening. Is Idaho still tuned in tonight?
Yep, we just got something that came in off the wire. We got folks in Boise, Dave and Jesse Russ, still listening here on the edge of their seats there in Boise.
Outstanding. Eric is listening tonight. Eric, thank you for tuning in to Beavers and Riders tonight. Eric, thank you. John, I think we're going to have a fun 7 minutes and 20 seconds. A pivotal time here, and I think Coach Broom recognized that. A pivotal time for the Beavs as they have the possession, down 8 with 7 minutes to go. I don't think Coach Broom wants to get this to double digits.
No, I don't think so. I think he made some adjustments there during the timeout. Looks like the Rough Riders going to pick up a full quarter. But again, it's just kind of inbounds pressure here. Lucas Waters, able to easily get this across half court. Hands it off Billy Shake, left side, top of the key. There's a pick and roll action with Will Bowden. Ooh, could have found. There's Cole Knudsen over the three-pointer. Got to get him going. He comes up long on the three-pointer. So haven't had Cole tonight. He's kind of been the staple offense and option number one for the Beavers the last few games. So 41-33 here. 8-point lead for the Rough Riders. 6:53 left in the fourth quarter. Rough Riders able to get the ball across half court. Top of the key. There's Johnson again. Nate Johnson hands it off right side to Maui C. Throws it inbounds to back to the corner to Maui C for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Lucas Waters is going to try to force the action.
Tough
Great
rebound.
Way to force the ball there. Lucas Waters dumps it all the way. Will Bowden running the floor. Good to see the big man getting down to the other end. And foul call. Looks like the foul call is on Connor Merrick. Connor Merrick is a sophomore, 6'2 sophomore, 13 points in the second half. So Coach Scheffler got to be tickled to have him for a couple more years.
Absolutely. That was, I'll tell you, the rebound and going coast to coast there, that was spectacular. Shake on the inbound, 6.5 to go. Riders by 8.
Here's Cole Knudsen right side. Fakes on the three-pointer, tries to get all the way to the basket, gets pushed. So a quick shout out to David Dane listening into our broadcast tonight. David, thanks for joining us.
David, thank you for tuning in. Alexander is listening tonight. It says it's before bedtime, so Alex, thank you for tuning in. And David, thank you.
Cole Knudsen in the inbounds play goes up kind of the baby hook left, misses everything. Rebound by Maui C. Maui C, good defense again. Billy Shake locked in defensively on Z. Right side, there's Connor Merrick. They're really liking him in the post, and he finds a cutting Nate Johnson for a lay-in. So there's a double-digit lead now for the Rough Riders, 43-33, 6:05 left.
Another beautiful pass there, just really unselfish with the basketball, making your teammate better. Really good play.
Here's Lucas Waters, dumps it in to Big Will Bowden. He's trying to exert his will. He finds a nice reverse lay-in and drops it in. That's a big bucket for the Beavers. They've haven't had a bucket here in a little while, so cut it to 8 points. 5:45 left in the fourth quarter. Z's walking up. He's in no hurry.
Nate Johnson was smart there, too. Could have had an opportunity for a foul. I think it's important he plays the last 5.5 for the Riders, so smart play by him, just kind of letting that one go.
Skip pass, cross lane to Z. They're trying to find him again. And there's Nate Johnson again for the short baseline jumper. Comes up short this time. Rebound, Asher Simpson. So Asher Simpson trying to force the action again. Tries to find Will Bowden, who's running the floor well for a big man. Deflected by the Rough Riders and collected by Lucas Waters. So he's going to hand it off to Billy Shake here. Top of the key pick by Big Will Bowden. Right side, Cole Knudsen wants to get a three-pointer and tries to just can't find his range here tonight, Billy.
Yeah, he's struggled, and I think we talk about the Beavers to have success. You need kind of all hands on deck, and he has struggled tonight. Still 5 minutes, a chance to get it going for him. So still got a little bit of time left in the game. Knudsen 0 for 7. Wow. So he's gotten some looks early on. He didn't get very many looks. I wanted to mention too Nate Johnson on that last possession. I love Johnson's shot. If you're listening today or get a chance to see Roosevelt, Nate Johnson is a beautiful shot.
There's a great effort there by Cole Knudsen trying to steal the ball from Connor Merrick. Able to collect. There's Connor Merrick now for the three-pointer. He's going to miss that. Rebounded again by Asher Simpson. Beavers are really trying to force the action out of every rebound. And nice peel there by Malik Johnson on Asher Simpson, able to retrieve his own steal. Hands it off Will Bowden for the easy lane for 2. So the Beavers cut it to 6 points now, 43-37, 4:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Maui Z walking the ball to the floor again. Billy Shake, tough defense. He's all over him defensively, not giving him any easy looks. Left side over here, there's Luton. We haven't heard much of Luton here tonight either. That's probably a tribute to Lucas Waters. Some other good defense, perimeter defense by the Beavers. Drops it off here to Malik Johnson. There's Z in the corner for the three-pointer. It's going to come off a little bit short. Rebound, Will Bowden. Hands it off to Asher Simpson. Asher Simpson again trying to force the action. Finds Lucas Waters back behind the back dribble. And actually probably wisely backs it out. Again, they're looking for big Will Bowden. There's Cole Knudsen, swings it right side, Billy Shake. Billy Shake, 1, 2, 3, 4 dribbles into the lane. Finds Cole Knudsen for the three-pointer, left side. Comes up a little bit long. Rebound, Malik Johnson for the Rough Riders. So 43-37.
Coach Scheffler's calling out a player. I think he wants a specific player to take a specific shot. You're under 4 minutes, so ball possession's important.
I'm guessing this is going to Connor Merrick. He's got the ball right now. There's top of the key. Malik Johnson dumps it off to Nate Johnson. And Asher Simpson able to swat that ball off of Johnson. It's Beaver basketball, 3:37 left. Another great defensive play by Asher Simpson. This makes a great impact on both ends for the Beavers. Asher Simpson with the ball now, gets it across half court, tries to go all the way to the basket, unable to do it, but he's able to collect his own rebound again. There's Maui Z able to collect his splitting defenders, trying to get all the way to the basket with the left hand. Whoa, and be able to drop it in. Wow.
Beautiful shot.
Very impressive. Looked like he went
shot.
through the entire Beaver defense.
Steph Curry-esque.
Steph Curry-esque.
Steph Curry-esque. Bowden's had the last 2 Beaver buckets. I really think that, love to get Bowden back. He's had 4 points there for the Beavs the last 2 possessions, so it'd be nice to get Bowden back going, and he's really working hard down there, battling number 23, Nate Johnson, for the Riders.
Yeah, strong kid here. Beaver basketball sideline out of bounds. That's Z now with 11 points. Billy Shake, top of the key, trying to get something going here. Dribbles into the lane, trying to find Cole Knutson, nothing there. Back out, Billy Shake, top of the key. Left side, Lucas Water. There's Cole Knutson for another 3-pointer, and he knocks it down. 3-ball corner pocket. Cole Knutson. Boy, he really wanted that one. Cuts the lead to 5, 45-40. Roosevelt up, 2:49 left here in the fourth quarter.
It doesn't matter how many miss. If the next one goes in time and score, it's just as important. Under 3 minutes, John.
Kind of a slip screen here for the Rough Riders. Nothing doing there. It slipped off the Lunin. Can't get the ball to fall, but another rebound by Malik Johnson. Spits it back out to Maui C. And the Rough Riders going to reset here. 2:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Malik Johnson gets by Asher Simpson, kicks it off over to Nate Johnson. There's that baseline jumper again from 15 feet.
It's a beautiful shot.
Boy, knocks it down.
It's a beautiful shot.
7-point lead, Rough Riders. Hands it in here to Billy Shake. Malik Johnson again putting some backcourt pressure on Shake. He gets it across half court. Kind of dribble drives. Gets in the lane. Nothing doing. Good. Boy, kind of a
Bowden with 12. Bowden with 12 so far. 2 minutes left. 7-point lead for the Riders. Riders ball. So it's coming right down to it. Nate Johnson with 15. So we're really starting to see these guys step forward. And Roosevelt, this is a critical possession. Roosevelt score. Beavers need a stop. Riders need a bucket.
Yep. So Coach Broom calls the timeout here. We're seeing some action on both sides. You're kind of seeing what the Rough Riders were missing there in the first half when Johnson was out with foul trouble. So he's producing. Z is starting to produce. Connor Muir, can't say enough about the sophomore guard. Really been key here in the third quarter. Just keeping the Beavers at bay. 7-point lead now for the Rough Riders. See if Coach Broom's going to make any changes here to the lineup. Will Bowden, really been impressed with him, just exerting his will in the post and also running the floor. See if they're going to go into him again. Cole Knutson finally able to knock down 3-pointer. Hopefully it takes the lid off for him.
KBFG, Seattle.org/listen. 107.3.
Now you're seeing some full court pressure here from the Beavers. Kyle Luton trying to get the ball in bounds. Cole, nice trap there in the corner. Back to Luton in the middle, over to Malik Johnson. Lucas Waters, Asher Simpson trying to get a hand on that. Sending that double team on every ball reversal, but Rough Riders able to get across half court. Left side, Connor Merrick. Cole Knutson eyeing him up. Top of the key, Nate Johnson hands it off to Malik Johnson. Asher Simpson trying to eye him up. And they're probably a little too aggressive there. Going to get a foul call on Asher Simpson. I think that's his second foul. Ryder Bakersfield tells me that's the second foul.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's only the third foul here on the beat.
Sideline out of bounds here to the Rough Riders. Able to get to Connor Merrick, top of the key, hands it off to Johnson. Dumps it in. There's Ludden. Oh, and Billy Shake with the steal here. Somebody else was going to get a hand on it. Billy Shake all the way to the basket with the left hand. Scoop lay in. Good. 47-42, 137 left here in the fourth quarter.
Waters is kind of limping on that last play, too. Waters is limping around down there. Sheik with 15 as well. Sheik with 15.
He's really keeping the Beavers in it here. Hasn't scored for a while. Able to get that bucket there. Just a beautiful left-hand lay it against two defenders.
Really tough shot. Really tough shot.
Malik Johnson trying to get around Asher Simpson, able to do it. Asher Simpson got him with the hip. And 47-42, 1:15 left. Roosevelt up 5.
So you got to have 3 more fouls here if you want to get into one-on-one. So that's they may have to take a couple of quick
probably
fouls
a good
here.
Foul. Yeah, probably a good foul.
With 1 minute and 15 left, that could play into it.
Malik Johnson inbounds the ball here. Can't find anybody. He's trying to find C, but nice double team there. Skip pass over to Nate Johnson. Nate Johnson, one dribble lane into the lane. And we're going to maybe, a blocking foul on Lucas Waters. Looks like he might have been set there, and that could be a pivotal play here, Billy.
I think that's one of those plays where if the basket goes in, you say, hey, nice shot. If for some reason there's an offensive foul or a turnover, that can drive a coach mad because you're really still within a 2-possession game with 1:11 left.
Coach Broom giving a piece of his mind here, telling the referees what he thought about that.
It'll be a 2-shot foul, so Johnson will be at the line. Riders up 5.
I think these are Johnson's first free throws of the night. Let's see what he looks like at the line, able to knock down the first. Nice looking stroke there.
Shot. Yeah, great looking shot.
48-42, Rough Riders, 1:11 left.
Coach Broom kind of conferring with his coaching staff. Coach Scheffler watching on as well. Kind of those last minute left, 2-possession game. So tactics are important here, Coach.
Able to knock down both free throws. Nice looking shooter there, Nate Johnson. Inbounds here to Billy Shake.
16 for Johnson. That's 16 points for Johnson.
Billy Shake going to stop, take a three-pointer, no good. Nice tip rebound, almost a tipped it right back in. Asher Simpson, how does he get those rebounds? Gets into the lane and scoops in another layup. Another miracle lay-in there. Asher Simpson able to just go up between the timber.
Was that crafty?
It was crafty.
Crafty.
Look it up in the dictionary.
I'll check it again. There's a picture of him. That was another crafty shot. 49-44. Riders, we continue to hear from our listeners. Thank you so much. Nancy, thank you, Nancy, for listening to us on KBFG. A programming note, John, that we will be on the air on Friday as we cover women's basketball. We'll be on the air at 6:30, tip at 7, followed by the Beavers and West Seattle. So a doubleheader on Friday. We better get a good night's sleep.
Good night's sleep, honey and lemon tea, a lot of it.
And then we'll finish out the season February 2nd as the Beavers host the Ingram Rams for another rivalry game. So 5-point lead here, John, a minute left. Roosevelt obviously wants to execute, take care of the basketball, make your foul shots. If you're Ballard, you need to create some urgency. You really need to kind of get things going here, have a sense of urgency. Just the opposite for Roosevelt.
Yeah, and you're seeing that with the full court pressure here for the Beavers, trying to send double teams at the inbounders. Cole Knutson trying to get a piece there of Connor Merrick. Foul call now on Will Bowden. They're going to send the sophomore Connor Merrick to the free throw line, or no, actually maybe we're not. Nope, sideline out of bounds. And actually it looks like Coach Scheffler wants a timeout
wants
now.
to talk about it, yep.
So one foul away from being on the bonus here for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, good timeout. I think Coach Scheffler understands the importance of this possession, as does Coach Broom. 5-point lead. I think you're going to want, the ball probably in Maui's hands. But, there have been a lot of contributors there for the Riders tonight. They've had some different kids step up at different points in the game. They've been a very opportunistic team.
Yeah, Malik Johnson, a good ball handler as well. Been able to get in the lane here a few times in the fourth quarter, drawing some fouls on Asher Simpson.
Absolutely. Johnson with 16, Eric with 13. So you really have a balanced attack. They've done a reasonably good job on Maui on the perimeter. He hasn't got too many open looks. He does a great job, though, making his teammates better, driving, penetrating, his passing skill. So he still had an impact on the game.
And similar to a Steph Curry, that Coach Broom, that all eyes are kind of fixated on him, opens up and gives opportunities
and
for other
Maui's
players.
Only 1 for 3 from the three. So I think, again, falling into Coach Broom's game plan, that works. But he still made his teammates better. Reminder, you are listening to Metro League High School Boys Basketball featuring the Ballard High School Beavers on FM 107.3 KBFG. For the last 48.5 seconds, John Adams.
Sideline out of bounds to the Rough Riders. Linenen's going to get the ball, throws in the backcourt to Malik Johnson. Quick foul by Billy Shake, and that's going to send him to the line now for the 1-and-1.
Yeah, Coach Broom, I don't think wanted to play much defense. It's 2 possessions. The immediate foul. Let's see if going to come down. If Roosevelt makes their foul shots, they're going to win. I think that's kind of the bottom line here. Trust them at the line. Coach Broom is taking his chances, putting them at the line.
Malik Johnson's going to knock down the first free throw. 50-44, 6-point lead for the Rough Riders. 47 seconds left here.
Nice, confident shot from the line at an important point in the game.
Yeah, the Rough Riders really have knocked down their free throws tonight. Johnson able to step up, knock down the second. So extends the lead to 7 points. 47 seconds left. Hands it off to Billy Shake. Got to get going here. Got to get the ball across half court. A little bit quicker. Hands it off to Luke. No, he actually fakes the ball to Lucas Waters for the reversal hands. No good there. But it looks like he drew some contact on his way up.
Yeah, I got to agree with Coach Scheffler. I didn't see much of anything on that play, which results in exactly, if you're a Rough Rider, exactly what you don't want. The clock is stopped. Sheik at the line for 2 shots. So I did not see that foul.
Yeah, misses the first free throw here. 16 points now for, is that for Billy Sheik? 16 points off free throws for Roosevelt. So knocking down their free throws. Billy Sheik's going to step up here, try to get one back for the Beavers, and misses both free throws. So that's no good.
Big rebound
by Malik Johnson. And immediately fouled, so he's going to go back to the free throw line here. So slipping away here pretty quickly for the Beavers. 7-point lead with Malik Johnson going back to the free throw line after he just very smoothly and confidently knocked down 2 a minute ago. So
yeah, a few folks are starting to file out. Still 33 seconds here, but it makes both these foul shots, makes it much more difficult for the Beavers. Roosevelt's in control of this one, John.
Yep. Johnson calmly steps up here for free throw. Oh, he misses the free throw here. Rebound, Lucas Waters. So rail light here for the Beavers. Hands it off. Billy Sheik trying to get some action here quick. High pick and roll for Cole Knutson. There's that slip screen. Cole Knutson for a 3-pointer on the left side. Good. 22 seconds left.
Well executed. That a lot of times the end of game situations there can be a little bit of panic. That shows a well-coached team. They came down, executed, got the right guy shooting the ball. Well executed by Billy. Nice shot by Knutson. Timeout Beavers. And now it's time to get the old press offense dusted off.
Yep.
As Coach Scheffler is getting the press O ready, and Coach Broom is figuring out what press to use. Knutson has 6. Going to need another couple big threes out of Knutson.
Need a couple. So we've seen a number of the Rough Riders at the free throw line. There's a few here we haven't, so I don't know if Coach Broom's going to try to get selective here with who he fouls. But there's going to be an immediate foul either way.
Yeah, you're going to foul immediately if you don't get that steal. At 22 seconds, still a 2-possession game. I think that Coach Broom will foul immediately and just take your chances at the line. If there was a little bit more time, he may try something a little different, but I think with 22 seconds, you need to foul immediately. I'll give Roosevelt credit. For the most part, they've made their foul shots. So that makes it a little bit more challenging if you're wearing red and black tonight.
There's a full court pickup by the Beavers. Man on ball, Will Bowden. Going to put a lot of pressure here on the inbounds pass. Let's see if they can get it in. And a holding foul on Asher Simpson. Actually, not a bad foul. They're going to get a foul call. Sitting to the free throw line, and no time expires off the clock. So foul on, I think that was on Asher Simpson. And walking down to the other, that's a 4th foul on Asher Simpson. So walking down the other side, it was actually on Maui C.
Right.
So I don't know if we've seen Maui C shoot free throws tonight. But such a good shooter, I think he might be a good free throw shooter as well. The sophomore guard, sharp shooting, sophomore guard, 6 foot.
A lot of times you'll see, John, with the foul before the ball is inbounded can result in an intentional foul.
Yeah.
I know the NBA has that rule, so just something to be aware of. In high school, they don't. That's just kind of a common foul.
Yep.
But it is interesting that could result in a foul.
Sometimes it's worth it because then you don't burn any time off the clock. So Maui C able to step up, knocks down the first free throw. Coach Scheffler barking out orders here from the sideline in front of us. Trying to make sure his players are matched up here. And see Conley shoots a second free throw and misses that one. Rebound, Will Bowden. Hands it off Asher Simpson. 20 seconds left for the Beavers. Got to go quick. Down 5, 52-47. Hands it off Billy Sheik, top of the key. High pick and roll for Will Bowden. Nothing doing there for Billy Sheik. Finds in the corner. There's Cole Knutson for the 3-pointer. And he banks in a 3-pointer from the baseline. 6 seconds left. 52-50. He banked that in from the baseline.
Kiss the top of the window, as they say.
Try to do that again.
Kiss the top of the window. That is our horse shot tonight. That is our horse play of the night.
The Demani's Pizza shot of the night. Cole Knutson, bank 3-pointer from the baseline.
Wow.
52-50.
1 possession game, 3.4 seconds. Coach Broom will take a timeout. You've got a lot of things to think about here, John. So a 2-point lead. Obviously, 2 made foul shots will change the story here.
2 foul shots made, the game's over.
2 foul shots, the game is over.
But either way, the Beavers have 3.4 seconds to collect the rebound or miss.
And you want to,
get a shot off. So here's Blake Johnson, knocks down the first. So one more free throw is kind of a moot point, but if he misses this here, Billy, see Coach Broom, he's actually got...
Very confident at the line. He's very confident at the line. All the Riders are back here, too. So playing defense.
Crowd gets into it here. Blake Johnson calmly steps up, makes the second free throw. That should do it. 4-point lead for the Rough Riders. Inbounds pass. Billy Shake finds a head. There's Oscar Olsen. Going to chuck a three-pointer. No good. Gets a piece of it by Nate Johnson. And that is the game. 54-50. Roosevelt beats the Beavers. Exciting game here. Rough Riders down early. Nate Johnson with some early foul trouble, but boy, they sure fought and clawed back one possession at a time. Able to hang on here and hit some big free throws. Good game, Billy. Good game to watch here.
I'll tell you, very entertaining, very entertaining. You got to give credit to Roosevelt. They got off to kind of a slow start. Beavers came out with a lot of energy, but Roosevelt slowly responded. They slowly responded, and eventually kind of were able to take control of that game, get up 6 or 8, and that really was kind of the extent of it.
Yeah, we were just talking there too. Cole Knutson hits 3 straight three-pointers there to get the Beavers within striking range at the end. Couldn't find his range early on, but that kind of made this game interesting here. With I think the Roosevelt was up by double digit, I think up by 10 points. With I think less than maybe 4.5 minutes left here. So Beavers able to fight back, pretty impressive, but just comes up short here in the end.
Absolutely, a great ball game. Just a reminder of our broadcast schedule, John. We're going to be back on the air Friday as we do a doubleheader with you. January 19th, Friday, the West Seattle Wildcats come to Ballard High School. We'll have pregame show at 6:30. We'll tip the girls game at 7, and then we'll go back on for the boys game at 8:30. So a long night of basketball on Friday. Hopefully everybody can tune in up and down our lines as the Riders move to 5-5 in league, 7-8 overall. The Beavers go to 1-9, 4-11 overall. West Seattle is next up for the Beavs as the Roosevelt Riders will play Cleveland High School as they finish up. Only a couple weeks left for about 4 games. We're getting ready to toss it back to our network. It's been a fun day here at Roosevelt High School. Thank you for everybody that made it happen tonight. John Marstall, Gary Dunn, Eric Moose, our team did a fantastic job getting us on the air, and we appreciated all of their help up and down the network and keeping us on the radio. A good ball game. Wish the Rough Riders well, and we'll get to see the Beavers a couple more times.
Get to see them one more time. Some tough games for both coming up here for Ballard. You know, every game in the Metro League is tough, and this was going forward. So, you know, this is a good test. I think this is always a fun game to watch here. It's a rivalry game, crosstown rivals. Fun coming to this gym. I know you have a lot of history and a lot of memories in this gym as well. And the Beavers battled. They battled. They showed some spunk here again. Just came up a little bit short and couldn't get some of their shooters going early. But impressive outing. Just came up a little bit short.
Well, and I give the Beavers credit. They're playing good basketball. They're playing better basketball. You know, evidenced by the Seattle Prep game. Came out with a lot of energy. It'll be fun to see Friday night how they play against a good West Seattle team. Can you keep that momentum going? So that'll be fun to see. It'll be fun to see the Riders and how they progress throughout the last couple weeks of the season. I think Roosevelt is going to be a tough matchup for somebody in the playoffs. I think Roosevelt, as you get into the Metro tournament and into districts, Roosevelt's a team that you just don't want to play.
You just don't want to play them. I mean,
they've got some talent. They've got some perimeter. We both were impressed with Nate Johnson inside. Merrick played well. Luton can play well. Maui, we know what he can do. Just overall, just some issues there.
And none of those players are seniors, so juniors and sophomores. So
beautiful.
Billy, good working with you here tonight.
It's been lots of fun. Thank you so much for listening. You've been tuned in to 107.3 KBFG Boys High School Basketball. Good night, everybody.